for an amazing presentation. Once again, we are seeing that, well, the issue of innovation in cyber is challenging, at the least. The larger vendors understand that the deployment cycle is effectively too long and that we need to provide collaborative platforms in order to allow the innovation to foster and to help protect the consumers and the end users, the customers, essentially everyone. So I would like to invite the last speaker in this session, Dr. Yaniv Harel. Yaniv is the General Manager of EMC Cyber Solution Group. I've had the pleasure of working with him also in this role and in his previous roles. The group builds solutions for enterprises coping with cyber challenges based on EMC Federation's assets. In the past, he served as a department head for leading technology units in the IDF. He founded the cyber branch in the Ministry of Defense R&D Directorate, MAFAT, and led it to be the largest branch, running dozens of collaborative projects with 30 Israeli companies. He's also the head of research strategy in the ICRC Cyber Center in the Tel Aviv University. Yaniv, please.
Thank you, Esti, and good morning. We are talking about cyber, about information technology, and we already agreed that it's becoming bigger. It is much more complex, and it's really changing and being more and more connected. But at the same time, we find that there is a danger ahead. And this is the cyber security that we are all talking this morning and yesterday, this wonderful conference. And we agreed that this challenge that was in the past a matter of information security, today is much more than just information security. It touches every part of our life, every part and every segment of our technological life. And this is really a challenge to keep it secure and to live our regular life. We try to create kind of global capabilities to know better the threats, to be protected and to control it. But it will take us a long time until we'll be able to say that every part and every threat is being identified from the beginning. And in this challenge, we see in the last year or two four important trends that I would like to share with you in this talk. The first one is the automation, and you know, we invested about a decade to create much more threat identification, much more alerts, many of inputs that that are entering to our systems. But now, with all these big numbers of information and alerts, who is going to take care of it? Even if our employees, even if our analysts are the best in the world, even if they are so talented, and even if they will wake up 1 hour earlier, it is not enough, and we are going to see a trend of taking to automative capabilities, and more we will expect our machines to process before our analysts should get kind of a decision or understand what is the threat. We are going to invest in more and more automotive capabilities, and this is the first trend that I would like to share with you. The second one is the collaboration. There is no essence to to defend only our company or our organization. The fact that every one of us see specific threats and we are not sharing it with others, it's not the best way to defend with this challenge. In that way, we are going to invest more in creating collaboration ideas between companies, between segments, between sectors, in order to be better as a society, as the humanity, better protected in this area. And it's not just between organizations, it's also between functions inside the organizations, and this is a part of the second trend. The third one, talk about the virtual and the shared resources. And of course, we are all talking a lot about the clouds, about the change to get things as shared resources, about changing the application in every part of our technology. So in that sense, this is one of the changes that we are going to find. And it's not just the cloud, but also the mobile, the IoT, and the others are being part of this revolution. The fourth trend is fighting the unknown. This is something that also Dorit mentioned, and this is one of the challenges that requires also the great thing or great level of innovation. In the last decades or last few years, we could plan our defend way on the understanding, on the knowing what is the threats that we are trying to defend them. We knew the signature, the behavior, and other ideas, but today we all know that in sophisticated or very advanced attacks, we cannot count on familiarity with the signature or the attack. In that case, we have to find other ideas to fight the unknown threats or attacks. And we do it. This is part of the trend that we invest a lot in anomaly detection. We try to prevent the damage. We try to shorten the reaction time and other ideas. One of the ideas that I want to share with you is the simulation idea. This is something that we believe it's part of the answer for the challenge of fighting the unknown. We believe that with the simulation capability, you can think of an attack before it was launched, and you can kind of predict something that wasn't happened yet. And in this simulation, let's imagine our network. We have a specific file server. We have important files inside it. We have someone create a drop site outside of our organization and wait for with the empty folder to a specific file. And there is a compromised computer inside our network that someone is controlling from outside with command and control, controlling this computer. Now, in a specific day, the command is being given, and now a specific file is going out from our file server to a drop site. This is a kind of a DLP or kind of a stealing information for our company or organization. Not something very sophisticated, but if we use specific tools, it can be something that we really want to stop such an activity. What we say that this thing that we at the end of this part we see the files on the drop site. This is something that we want to eliminate. And if it was raised in kind of simulation that we arrange, and kind of a simulation machine run this scenario before it was happened exactly, this is something that we can prevent it, and maybe it will not happen in real life. If we have kind of repository of a lot of scenarios, we can prevent a lot of possible attacks that we don't want them to face. We don't want our company or our organization to face those attacks. We developed this capability as a service and as a turnkey project, and we believe that this is one of the ideas that we can prevent or we can bring to the table in in order to stop such unknown capabilities. I say we. Who are we? We is EMC, but we talk about EMC, the federation, the group of the companies that holds EMC, VMware, Pivotal, RSA, and VCE. And our group, at the level of the corporate, we develop cyber solutions in very good relations with all the companies, using the products of the companies as building blocks, and developing holistic solutions based on all these building blocks and our R&D group that located in Be'er Sheva. We believe that as a part of our R&D collaboration with companies, big companies as well as small and startups, is part of our R&D capabilities, and this is part of the answer to Esti about the role of big companies in integrating small companies, technologies, ideas, projects into holistic big solutions. We also believe in investing in research, and we do such with Ben-Gurion universities and Ben-Gurion University and other universities. We also think that part of this holistic concept is also involvement in the SOC and CERT parts, and we see it as part of all the holistic idea involving in SOC, in specific global view, and in CERT for the sectors and for the national level. We believe this is also part of solving this as a nation, for not just for the companies but also for the society. And we believe that today, as we all move to the cloud or to cloud architecture, even in our databases, this is part that we should bring also solutions. And this is part of what we are involved from the architecture level to the risk management, the segmentation, and of course the simulation is part of it. So this is generally, and just to conclude, we believe that the cyber brings us really very interesting and important challenge. We have to fight it and to fight the unknown as part of all this campaign. We believe that simulation is part of the tools that we should use. We invest our group in this capability, as well as the SOC, CERT, and the cloud security. We believe that we should, and we do it, collaborate with other companies as well as startups, and we invite startups and others to collaborate with us. And we think that Be'er Sheva, that was announced as the cyber capital of Israel, is the right place to do part of this job. And we invite you as well to join, or at least to visit in that place. Thank you very much.